I was a nurse for 30 years. I mean, how does my child have anxiety?
Every day wondering if your child is going to end up just forever staying home.
I was scared to leave my house for 3 months.
How do I not know how to take care of her and make her better? When my dad got sick, we went down to Florida to help take care of him, and the kids went with me. We took care of him for about 3 months at the end of his life. Once he passed away, I noticed like every night she would say the blessing at dinner, and the first thing she would say is, "Please don't let anyone else die. Take care of Papa in heaven." And then when his mom passed away a year and a half later, October of 2020, my brother passed away. In November, I got sick. That's when she had her first anxiety attack, which we didn't know was an anxiety attack at the time.
We went through the whole GI, is it abdominal kind of stuff workup, and just in hindsight now, you can go back and look and see that's how her anxiety manifested itself.
Like, I can't breathe, and she was hyperventilating, and she would not leave the house because she was afraid if she left the house, she would get sick. Her stomach would start hurting again, and then she wouldn't be able to get to the restroom. So she kind of stayed in that restroom.
I normally laid down and played with my dogs.
But the real challenge was when they restarted back to school. Every day it was, is she going to be able to get to school? And is she going to be able to stay in school? Or are we going to have to pick her up an hour or two later?
I would just try to make it stop, but at that point I couldn't.
It was kind of like she was sick, but not at the same time. She just didn't want to go.
Not a lot of people understood like how bad it was.
But now she's just like in her room and just doing stuff by herself.
We were going to doctor to doctor to doctor, trying to figure out what happened, and nobody could tell it.
You have a happy-go-lucky child, and she's so full of life and so vibrant and just loves people. To be in a bathroom crying and screaming and in pain and not want to go out, you kind of, you almost feel like a failure as a mom.
It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're in that spot, because you can see it get worse, but it's hard to see like someday, just to get back to normal.
She'll tell us her stomach hurts is the biggest thing.
I'm nervous and my stomach started to hurt.
Then she'll really focus on not running out of her little pills. There's little pills to help with her stomach.
She'll start fidgeting a lot more. If anything doesn't go as planned, it starts to build up a little. We had to do something to focus her mind, to focus on something more positive. So they told her to craft because she had mentioned that she liked to craft.
And I found on YouTube cute little gnomes.
It was like each day that I would have to be at work, we would give her some supplies and then be like, okay, while I'm at work, you can make a sock gnome. The first one she made that she had to deliver to the studio was the ballerina gnome. We made the skirt out of her first tutu she wore in her first recital there. And I told her, I said, well, this is such a special gnome. I bet it would be so much nicer if you delivered it to her yourself.
I delivered my first gnome to the dance studio that I actually had my panic attack at. Everyone was excited to see her. They also made a point to tell her, we're so proud of you for getting out of your house. Like a couple of weeks, she'd made a few, and I just posted on social media. I was like, look what Faith did today. And a couple of people would say, oh, those are so cute. Can she make us one? And she would make them one. And they started saying, well, I'm gonna pay you. And so she said, Mommy, if I sell these, I can make money and I can give it to kids like me. So I said, okay, we can do that. Here we are a year later, opening up our own store. I probably made about over 500 gnomes. Gotten strong enough to go back to dance. So instead of her anxiety controlling her, she's controlling her anxiety. And there's still days she struggles, there's still days I struggle. There's days that I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like
stop. It's your anxiety, just stop, you know. And then there's other days that I'm in there crying with her because, you know, I'm like, I know she's hurting. And the more people that know, the more people we can help. For any parents going through this, the best thing is have that support. Have that other person that can ground you, because I know anxiety is a lot for her and sometimes it's a lot for me to deal with. He kind of helps ground me and like, okay, just breathe. So try to focus on that positive and try to teach the child to focus on the positive.
You know, use the resources that you have and don't be afraid to share with the adults there at school what's going on, because they were such a big help. They're like, we got this, don't worry about it. You know, we'll make sure that she can stay at school and feel comfortable and not feel like she has to run home every time because she had a safe spot there.
I would tell the kid that has really bad anxiety to be calm and just think about like all the happy things.
Don't suffer in silence. Speak out. If you don't have a person, come to our Daily Gnome. We'll be your people. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you and give you that support. Do we know all the answers? No. But we'll learn them together. We'll figure them out.